Alright, so let us look at number 6 together here. Here, write an equation of the line tangent. So in order for you to write an equation of the tangent line, we need 3 pieces of information. The point, oh, we got that 1 comma 2. And then the slope. Slope is in fact dy over dx, but that's given here. So 1 times 2 to the third power, which is equal to 8. Then I think we're almost done, which is y minus 2, which will be equal to 8 times x minus 1. Alright, so that was part A. Rather simple. Let's go for part B. Now, part B, use the tangent line from here to approximate f of 1.1, which we can do by plugging in 1.1 in place of x. Now, then is it greater than less? In fact, that portion can be done by concavity. So let's try to look into this one. Y minus 2, which is equal to 8 times 1.1 minus 1. Then we get to realize that y is equal to, since this portion is 0.8 plus 2, which is equal to 2.8. Now, will this be actually greater or less than the actual value? Let us look at the second derivative. Second derivative will be, by looking into this one, since the point is 1 comma 2, we have 2 to the third power and 1 plus 3 times 1 square and then 2 square. But whatever this value would have been, which seems to be pretty large, but you get to realize that this has to be greater than 0. While the first derivative is equal to positive 2. Both of them is positive. That means if I have to give you a little sketch, then you might have to see it better. Because our tangent line, if I have to use the green one, tangent line is increasing. Well, I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit, make it a bit flatter. So tangent line is positive concavity, but a positive increasing line. But since concavity is also positive, what's going to be happening is this: from that particular point, you're going to have cup up or positive concavity. So this is the real value, and this is our approximation. So our approximation must be lower than our actual value. So our answer is less than f of 1.1. Alright, let us look at part C. Particular solution. Alright, so since we have dy over dx is equal to xy cubed, then first thing which we have to do is separate the variables. Then we end up getting dy over y cubed is equal to x dx. Now when you integrate both sides, then what we end up getting is this. We have y cubed dy, which is equal to x dx. Here we have negative 1 over y squared. Now, and then we gotta divide by 2, so that's what we end up getting. Now, by the reverse, this one is by the reverse power rule, which is equal to x squared over 2 plus c. Now, one thing that which we get to realize is this. Alright, let us solve for y first and then figure out what kind of c value we will be getting. Then, in this case, first we're going to negate everything. Then, what we end up getting is this. We're gonna multiply by both sides by negative 2. Then we end up getting here 1 over y squared will be equal to negative x squared and then plus c. Notice I put down plus c here, meaning this is not in fact equal to this. If I were to call this one as a c1, then this would have been different. I can call this one c2. But since both of them are unknown, we can just assume that they are c, which we're going to calculate it rather quickly very soon. Now, then what are we going to get? We're going to get the reciprocal to have the y square on top, then we end up getting 1 over negative 2, a negative x squared plus c. And then take the y by itself, then we end up getting y can be plus or minus. We have no idea which one yet. And we have 1 over c minus x squared. Now let us try to plug in the values. When x equals 1, y has to be equal to 2. So when x equals 1 here, then y has to be equal to 2. Then since it's positive value, we're going to assume that it's got to be positive. So 2 equals square root of 1 over c minus 1 squared. Then in order for you to figure out what c is, we can just simply square both sides. Then we get 4 equals 1 over c minus 1. And simply get the reciprocal, then we end up getting c minus 1 will be equal to 1/4. And c will be equal to 5 over 4. Alright, I think we have everything that we need. Then in this case, y, therefore, if I had to bring everything together here, y equals square root of 1 over 5 over 4 minus x squared. That's basically what we end up getting. Now, this would be, this is good enough answer, but if you write it a bit clearer, it's going to be multiply top and bottom by 4, then we get 4 over 5 minus 4x squared. That's also another way of writing it. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.